All right, what is up? Welcome to week 4. Okay, it's the final week of your foundational series. As we begin the week, okay, I want to stress something that my dad taught me when I was younger. Okay, my dad was a perfectionist. I mean, we're talking iron your underwear kind of guy. Okay, I'm also a perfectionist, but I certainly don't iron my underwear. I mean, shit, I don't even wear. Well, that's neither here nor there. Okay, anyways, my dad was a perfectionist, and he stressed to leave things better than we found them. Always, always. When we'd go camping, my dad would make us pick up the garbage around the entire campground before we left. Not just our campsite. I'm talking the whole damn campground. Okay, the same motto applied to anything and everything that we did. If we borrowed somebody's trailer to haul trash to the dump, that trailer would go back to the original owner spotless. Well, one day, my buddies and I wanted to go mountain biking in the mountains behind where I live. The bad news is my mountain bike sucked. Now the good news, okay, my dad's mountain bike did not suck. Okay, it was a great mountain bike. And after some persuasion, he agreed to let me use it. And my buddies and I had a freaking blast. We mountain biked all over that mountain all day. Okay, when I got home, I took the now very muddy mountain bike and parked it outside and went in to rest because I was exhausted, obviously. We've been mountain biking all day. Well, while I was resting, I was probably watching Jerry Springer reruns or something, my dad came home. And the first thing he saw was his beloved bike sitting outside, absolutely filthy, and of course, it had started to rain. And I can still see the inside out straw, out of his mouth as he yelled, "Tyler, boy, you better get your ass out here." He always used to love to take straws and turn them inside out with his teeth. I have no idea if he still does that, but now I have to ask him, okay? But he said, "What is wrong with this picture? Okay, is this what I taught you?" In the most confident voice I had, I said, No, sir. You taught me to always leave things better than we found them. And he said, "Well, let me tell you something, son. Learning without execution is worthless, okay?" And I'll end that story there just in case CPS is watching. But let's drill down on that statement. Learning without execution is worthless. And I want to promise you something. My team and I did not create this course for our own amusement. This stuff is hard work. In fact, actually, as I'm recording this, it's a sunny day outside in Maui, and it takes a lot to get me into the office on Saturday. This course and all the other courses to come are not meant for motivation either. They're meant for execution. Unfortunately, okay, if you do not execute, I can't do what my dad did to me. But that doesn't mean I can't hire somebody to do that. Okay, so watch your ass. Okay? On a serious note, my desire, and the whole reason that we created this company is to make a positive impact on your life. I could not be more sincere about that. And to accomplish, my goals, our goals as a company, we need you to accomplish your goals. I want to hear about your life-changing results, whatever that might be. That's what I'm after. And for you essentially to get your results and for me to get my testimonial, I know that you have to take immediate action because learning without execution is worthless, my friends. Darren Hardy has this book called The Compound Effect. It's a great book if you haven't read it. He says, in there's a quote, he says, "Whatever you want in life, I found that the best way to get it is to focus my energy on giving it to others. If I want to boost my confidence, I look for ways to help somebody else feel more confident. If I want more success for myself, the fastest way to get it is to go about helping someone else obtain it." This week, you're going to learn about some of my favorite topics. Things like working with other operating partners, networking, deal structure, how to cultivate partnerships. All of those skills, when learned and then immediately acted upon, will put you in a position to provide values for others and help them accomplish their goals, which will inevitably help you accomplish yours, okay? With that said, the Hawaiian word I want to leave you with this week is la'olima, okay? Which means many hands cooperating and working together. Okay, lao means much or very many, and lima means hand. Okay, so now as one of Hawaii's core values, la'olima encourages us to work together for a greater cause, right? And I believe to my core that every person has a contribution to make, and la'olima deeply reminds us of that truth. Every person has something to offer. Our differences those aren't bad things, those are great things. They can complement one another, they can make us stronger. And the value of la'olima is similar to the Hawaiian value called lokahi, I think that's how you say it, which means unity, oneness, and harmony. So in ancient Hawaii, people lived in these little communities, right? And those little communities survived and thrived off of the contribution of each member of, down to the fishers, to the weavers, to the top makers, right? Big tasks required help from everyone. One example of that was what's called the hukilau, right? Where members of the community would cast this giant net into the sea, and the net was so big that it required everyone to pull it in, okay? So as they would do that, the community would chant 2, 3 huki, right? In unison as they pulled in the nets. When the net finally dragged onto the shore, the leaders would take the fish and divide it amongst the families. It brought a sense of community, and it reminded us that we are in this together. And man, thinking about ancient Hawaiian communities makes me just remember how much I freaking love the multifamily community. I get chills even just talking about it because we're in this together. There is enough fish for everyone, my friends. So this week, 2, 3 huki, my friends. Let's go.